There's one aspect of a sports story that many people love, the underdog story. One of the absolute best feelings in the world is succeeding when everything is against you. Haru Urara fits this tale, seeing that she's got one of the lowest stats in the game and her real-life counterpart is on a 113 loss streak. In the game lore, she failed the entrance exam to the prestigious Traiton Academy, but she was allowed in because of one quality. One trait that makes the Musume so amazing, and it's that Haru Urara never gives up. So in comes someone like me. A trainer's job is to ensure that their trainee is ready for anything. So when you're looking at someone like this, well, she's Haru. Funny enough, beating her career isn't actually that hard. She's generally just running for the fun of it, and no matter what position you placed in, she will always end a race with a smile, making her career goal extremely easy. However, there's one caveat to this, and it's the entire reason why this part even existed in the first place. After training and spending time with her as she gains a following, we decided to watch the Arima Kinen together. This was a high-profile Grade 1 race with many of the popular and national level Musume competing in, leading us to a dream. Haru finally realized what she truly wanted in her career, and that is to race in something incredibly exciting and loud, the Arima Kinen. Already, the people around her, including her own fans, started whispering about the absurd dreams. You see, in this race, Haru is quite literally set up for failure by the developers themselves. Let me show you something. The Arima Kinen is a 2,500 meter long race on turf. Haru Urara has a G rating in both long distance races and turf grounds, which according to the Megadoc, a G rating means our Haru Urara will have a 90% speed and acceleration debuff throughout the entire race. Meaning you are coming into this race with a whopping 180% stat debuff, slow ramp up, and a cap on how fast she can even go. This is the Haru Urara's secret challenge. Not so secret since everybody already know about it. So why run it in the first place, I asked her. Well, it's simple. It's because she can. But will alone isn't enough, so we laid out a plan. Firstly, we know that no matter how much training she does, it will not matter in the face of the G aptitude. So to remedy this, we need really good inspiration. Like, I just need to pray that we trigger the long and turf sparks multiple times good. And this leads to our next problem, time. Realistically, you need to create a 9-star Musume with either a long distance block or a turf block, because with all three of this comes a higher chance of them proccing during the inspiration scene. But that still means we need to create a 9-star ourselves, or rely on heavy RNG. I have played this game for about 2 months now, and I've yet to even get a 6-star in either of those aptitude. Honestly, I might just end or even cut this part of our journey because this is a ridiculous dream. I mean, we don't even need to win it because the career states we only have to run it to pass. But you know what? I'll humor my daughter for now. So, the first run. I actually decided to read her story this time. Better yet, boom, I'm turning off the skips. Our main goal is to get her speed to at least at 800 range and her stamina to be around 600. So for now, we'll just do some friendship training, but honestly nothing really special happens in the debut run, except for the fact that this child has undiagnosed ADHD. Like, to the point that even her friends are worried for her. She's committed and wants to work hard for first place, but she is easily distracted. Like, look at this! The first interaction you have with her is her running one lap, getting excited over a butterfly, chasing it, then goofing off for the entire day. But you know what? Patience is the key of being a good trainer, so we just have to adapt to her ADHD. In order to make Haru work harder, we just have to trick her. Basically, jingle jingle. But honestly, Haru got one of the most wholesome people backing her. Like, after her debut run, which she actually lost because I forgot to switch strategy, we see that the whole shopping district came out to celebrate with her, even making a whole banner congratulating her on her debut. And don't even get me started on her friends like King Halo and Rice Shower. But back on track to the Arima Kinen. So to actually get to the Arima Kinen, Haru must earn her spot via fan votes or through recommendation. Unfortunately, there are barely any dirt races in the game right now, meaning we are just scraping by since entering her into any of these raids would basically spell doom for us. Fortunately though, she's really good at gathering fans because who wouldn't want to support someone so genuine and hardworking? So occasionally after training, Haru and I would go to the shopping district. Here, the main purpose is to increase her popularity, but honestly, just letting Haru do her thing is more than enough because she loves helping people out, from just carrying heavy things to encouraging us and brightening our days. These people see her as their own child, and most wholesomely enough, she was actually the one that revived the shopping district, which I think is a reference to the real-life Haru Urara that not only saved the racecourse from bankruptcy, but was also a symbol of hope during a period of economic turmoil. People would genuinely bet on her knowing she would lose and kept the losing ticket as a charm of good luck. As the new year rolled around, we are brought to the shrine to make a wish with Haru. Normally, I would make a wish for the better health, but the energy bar is nearly full. But while we were staying here, it was made abundantly clear that Haru does not take the Arima Kinen seriously. It's like how when we watch the Olympics, we don't fully understand the peak of humanity because we don't have a concept to compare it to. But at least she's getting less distracted, so let's
jingle jingle, pay attention.
But due to what I've stated earlier, we need Haru to actually make the leaderboard during her race in order to enter into the Arima Kinen. So we enter her into her first graded race. Okay, technically it's not her first since I already... Just pretend, okay? Now, if you look here, she's literally more than double all of these girls' stats, right? So it should be an easy win, right? Let's go, that's my daughter. So that race was a bit close, but she managed to pull off the win. Seeing this, I decided to enter her into her first G1 race, the February Stakes, which started the next turn. Wow, there's a bit of a concern about her not treating the race any different from the others, but I honestly see this as a good thing. She already stated that she takes every race seriously, and an Uma who works hard can never beat an Uma who enjoys herself. But yeah, it's time for Valentine's Day, and she gave us carrot-flavored chocolate? I don't actually know what that would taste like, but it's not as bad as the other stuff she's handing out. Anyways, it is time for her first grade 1 race. She didn't understand what that meant, but she's gonna give it her all. I actually gave her some skills this time to help her win since this is when we'll be seeing some heavy hitters. Haru Urara is the #1 voted favorite to win this time. Let me see who she's up against. Let's see, we got Maruzensky, Oguri Cap, Oguri Cap? Why is she here? Bakushin? It was a pretty close race with Haru barely edging out a 3rd place finish, but she's still happy with her result and I saw that she was on the leaderboard. So for her next race, we ended up settling on the Elm Stakes since Haru doesn't have any specific wants as usual. But as she was getting ready for her concert, Haru noticed someone crying. It was a friend of hers, someone who's usually as cheerful as she is. Haru tries to encourage and make them feel better like she always does, but this emotion doesn't work like that. Just like Haru, this was her first grade 1 race and they felt like a complete failure for losing. These girls legitimately have to suck it up and put on a smile during the concert. While we don't really know who this friend is, seeing this new side of her friend might have impacted Haru. But for now, she's got a concert to perform and her friends are there to watch her, including the shopkeepers. Okay, time for the inspiration, come on! We still have one more inspiration to go, but it is not looking good right now. It is now time for the fanfare, and I completely forgot to build a fan base. But at least we know that the fans love her and we can count on them to vote for her entry into the Arima Kinen, which is exactly what the shopkeepers did. Since our record isn't exactly great, the only way for Haru to even enter the Arima Kinen now is through popularity. However, as she was handing out flyers alongside the shopkeepers, the Uma from the last grade 1 race noticed and got upset. She accused Haru of abusing the voting rule instead of rightfully earning the spot before storming off, which is honestly fair. Many of the girls are training hard just for a chance at this major race, and Haru barely got any major race under her belt. In fact, I haven't even been doing a good job either, and is quite far from our stat goal since the beginning. This situation had her down for a few days. She didn't fully understand why her friends was sad. That was until Rice Shower came along. The two talked and Haru told her that she didn't want to make anyone sad. What does it mean to take running seriously? Why can't she just have fun? And that's something I don't know the answer to myself. But her friends told her about her own experience and that people used to boo her. They were disappointed when she won. I mean, that would have shattered anyone's resolve. But instead, she decided to keep going. Then eventually, people started congratulating her, recognizing her strength. This changes something in Haru's perspective, especially when Rice Shower asked her if she still wanted to win. Early August, the Elm Stakes. Haru was excited for this race, but it wasn't her usual excitement. This time, she wants to win. This time, the shopkeeper cheered for her victory rather than just for her to have fun.
And this time, we're running it back with Oguri Cap.
一息つけるといいですが、
第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。
勝負どころ、最後の直線へとかけていきます。
栄光まで400、春うらら、ここで抜け出した。互いに足を止めている展開。このまま直線での争いになるのか、春うらら。このまま押し切れるか、100を通過、春うらら。足色は衰えない、春うらら。リードは3馬身、速い。先頭は春うらら。変わらない。
Haru Urara showed just how committed she was by destroying her opponent at the last 200 meters. And best of all, she chooses a race. A grade 1 race to make everyone take her seriously. Haru trained hard over the course of her summer camp break, and her stats are looking closer to our main goal. Now, it's time for her JBC Sprinter. Since this is a sprint, I decided to give her speed skills to better prepare her. Not only is Haru dirt aptitude an A, she's also a really good sprinter. Meaning, this race is in the bag.
100を通過、春うらら。ぐんぐんと上がっていく春うらら。完全に抜け出した春うらら。足色は衰えない。お見事、春うらら。
Her first G1 victory, and it's a great one at that. The crowd roar as Haru enters the limelight. This was it. Her friends are finally taking her seriously, considering her a worthy opponent. Her spot in the Arima Kinen is locked in via popularity votes, but this time, she truly felt like she deserves to be there. So, we celebrated Christmas together, thinking back on all the hard work she's done, especially in her senior year when she truly showed that she's grown a lot. She promised us a gift, a victory in the Arima Kinen. So, on the very next day, we get to sit back and watch her race.
今スタートが切られました。各馬娘キレジロマックイーン、そしてその外ビワハヤヒデ、内を回って1号には成田ブライフラダ、12番最後から行く7番、さらに15番、そしてその外を回ってインで直線へ向かう。
馬娘たちがどう
外を回っていったのはスペシャルウィーク、抜け出したのはスイングスカイ。だが後続も追いすがる。残り200。スペシャルウィーク、完全に抜け出したスペシャルウィーク。足色は衰えない。2番手争いはラストワンダー、セールスカイ。スペシャルウィーク、今1着でゴールイン。夢のグランプリを制したのはスペシャルウィーク。年末最後の大一番を制し、栄光のセンターの座を。
Sorry, Haru, but hey, you did your best. Everyone was cheering for you. It's good to see her grow, and she should be proud she's able to even enter her dream race, but I understand it. I know what it's like to lose when you've worked so hard for it. Originally, I haven't read any of her story, but upon hearing her cry, it wasn't a game anymore. This was personal now. Okay, back to the drawing board. This time I actually went and searched for a good Uma with the stats Haru needed. That being a 9-star on either long or turf. After a couple minutes, we got it. And now all I need is... oh yeah, it's all coming together. Not only do I have a 3-star turf, I just got another Uma with it. Theoretically, I needed to get a double circle to enhance my chances. However, I will take what I can get, so for now, we need to get a 3-star long. Wait, is this it? What? Okay, you will not believe this, but right after finding that friend, I did a career under Rita Taishin, and not only did I enter with a 2-star long, I also got a 3-star stamina block with it. Okay, 2-star isn't ideal, but it is what we're working with. So I immediately went and got just enough stars to 3-star Haru, earning her the signature outfit and a better main skill. So now, we are looking at a 9-star turf block combined with an 8-star long block. Theoretically, this is it. All we have to do now is to rely on hitting multiple pink blocks at once. And Haru, it's time to win the Arima Kinen. Okay, we are in the triangles. That is not good. Debut run. I made sure to change to a front runner this time, so we won't have that problem. Because a man once said, if you're blocked, you're blocked. I will also pay attention to her fan count so we can upgrade her main skill and optimize her growth a lot better. The cool thing about getting the 3-star of an Uma is that you'll get these costume events, like hanging out with Rice Shower. Oh, first inspiration is a gold? How? We're in a triangle. No. Okay, so we did not get any of the upgrades, but that's okay. We still have 2 more inspiration events to go. Ideally, I want her speed to be in the 800 while her stamina to be at least 600. Due to us not having the usual 18-star stamina inspiration, I have to actually be careful and not neglect that part of her training, which leads me to these difficult decisions. Do I choose a level 1 stamina training with 4 friends, or do I choose a grade 1 race to gain enough fans for her upgrade? I don't know the specific math behind it, but Haru's skill gives stamina back, and I thought that maybe it's good enough to outweigh the stamina training. So this will be her first grade 1 race, the Dirt Champion Cup, and it was a staggering victory. After the race, I got incredibly lucky with the food event, which, by the way, I recommend to gamble on every single time because the chance feels incredibly low for the debuff. Then, right after that, was the New Year's, where we pray for good health because she's gonna need to be strong for the Arima Kinen. Man, if only I can increase her mood without... Oh, there it is. Seeing all of these good back-to-back RNG had my hopes rising that maybe we'll be able to pull a pink block during inspiration. But for now, it's time for the Nagishi Stakes and our battle with Sakura Bakushin O. And of course, Haru Urara destroyed. There we go, first upgrade to her skill. As of right now, her race record is flawless with 1 grade 1 race under her belt. Of course, she isn't stopping there because we're getting another one. The second grade 1 race begins. And this too was a decisive victory. However, the inspiration event aren't going the way we need them to. Only 1 inspiration left before the final race. Unless we can proc it multiple times, I'm afraid this might be the end once again. The fan festival arrived, and while Haru Urara was having fun, we were just 2,000 fans away from the next upgrade, meaning my gamble on training stamina less is beginning to rear its ugly head. But we aren't panicking yet. We still have all of summer camp to train her stamina up to the 600 range. The JBC Sprint, our last encounter with Oguri Cap and Sakura Bakushin. It was a surprisingly close victory this time as she activated a last spurt buff to close in on the first place. 2 more turns till the Arima Kinen. But before the main event, we did a bit more training and I entered her into 1 last grade 1 race, gaining her enough fans to upgrade her skill. Then, Christmas arrives. We transformed the office to a party and this time, Haru gave us a gift. Something she gave her own dad as well. It was 10 tickets of Haru will help with anything and it was very adorable. We even got the gold ship blessing before this race with this funny little event. Now, the last... Wait, perhaps it was because I had held... Or maybe I miscounted? Oh, hold on. There was only 2 inspiration. There was only ever 2 inspiration. That means... Haru tells us she knows this is going to be a hard race. She felt an overwhelming excitement for this race and she promised us she'll bring home the victory. And as we enter, I look at our opponents and... Oh my gosh! It was a stacked race. For a moment, my faith wavered. Not only was Oguri Cap here for revenge against us, the Emperor, the Overlord, Supreme Commander of Japan, and Grass Wonder, who I couldn't find a cool title on, was all here as well.
I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can. I wanted to be stronger. I tried, but I never could. No. I haven't lost yet! Use my arms! I've got to use every ounce of strength I have! From the top of my head to the tips of my toes! I have to ignore all the pain in my body! Endure! I need 100 times the force! Summon every ounce of strength left!
Sky's keeping the lead. TioChakuroSFW is in third place. Next to her is Narita Bryan, Away Rhythm, and then Black. Haru Urara is making up in the positioning. She's in 7th right now. And then right behind her is Saboli Rudolph.
I'm not good enough. I know that much. I'm aware that I have no chance of beating you. No one needs to tell me anything like that! And yet, I must try. It's not about winning or losing! It's about me taking you on right here and right now!
1,000 meter left. Next to her is Away Rhythm, and after her is Daiwa Scarlet. Here comes the last spurt. The race is finally heating up. Coming in close, Haru Urara. Here comes Haru Urara in the 3rd place. She's trying to catch up to Daiwa Scarlet. She surpasses Daiwa Scarlet. She's catching up on Saiyan Sky with the first lead. Haru Urara's closing the gap. There's only one length left. Can she take the lead? The strength here at Nagria is short. Will the runner at the back make it in time? Haru Urara breaks through. Can Haru make it all the way? 200 meters left. Haru Urara's still looking good. Haru Urara's in the lead by 2 lengths. Even the lead is Haru Urara. She's gonna make it. This is amazing. This is the first win.
これは見事な走り。夢のグランプリを制したのはハルウララ。年末最後の大一番を制し、栄光のセンターの座を手に入れた。2着は声優スカイ。やったやったやった。
I used to question why someone would ever be a trainer when they could themselves go out and win their own trophies. But after watching the movies and playing the game, I think I finally understand it. There's something special about watching a sapling you nurture from young that grows to a giant tree. That feeling of seeing them smile and cry, of being their first fan before they make it big. All of those experiences that we've been through together is just so special. This victory was hers because she worked hard for it, and I can't help but smile knowing that I was a part of that journey. Never give up on your dream, no matter how hard it might seem. I legitimately got teary because this took me so long to beat. There were so many times I thought about lying and just rip off some footage off the internet, but to truly honor Haru Urara and the spirit of never giving up, I did it the good and honest way. This challenge is possible even for a free-to-play, and you've all just witnessed it here. So, if you enjoyed this video and wish to see more human-made content, then please support me by donating to the description or the comment. I am just one guy and I have big plans for future creations, especially with being able to fund people like voice actors and artists during this time of uncertainty. I hope to see you next time and thank you for tuning in. Okay, 丹比